You'll want to put down front why is it and just coming down would be nice coming down with it getting down to falling there like down as soon as they get the water okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the FCA as they approach will be making a right turn as they are making their way to Ballyworth. So a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the FCA. That's passage.
The story begins with the establishing of the LSF, or Local Security Force, in June 1940, with the German breakthrough in the West, the surrender of France, and expulsion of the British appeared to threaten Ireland. The LSF, or Local Security Force, were a paramilitary Garda militia whose leaders were responsible to the Gardaí. The LDF, or Local Defence Force, were formed in January 1941 from the combat group of the LSF, assisted by a small cadre of army officers. The role of the LDF included combat duties to delay the enemy troops, guerrilla operation, demolition and roadblocks. The Listowel District Command of the LDF had 21 local centres in North Kerry. Mobilisation, as in the square in 1943, displayed the effectiveness of the combined voluntary organisation in North Kerry, with the Red Cross, Order of Malta, St John's Ambulance Brigade joining in. The Army Band lent a festive atmosphere to the occasion. The FCA was formed in 1946 out of the LDF. The former battalions were reconstituted into 6 companies in Kerry in 1959. all the way from file that in the way. Sergeant Johnny Fitzgerald.
Right.
Must be back when we turned up yesterday.
Bring it over here.
I had to Johnny yesterday.
You know?
I see what you gave me. You're pressing the Congo.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir.
Walk my
Yes, sir.
path.
No, I didn't like to walk for it, but I didn't know what that. Wood was doing it. I didn't know herself from doing away with it.
And I was looking for one of the old hats as well.
Huh?
Is that gone by you?
The old hats.
Yeah.
That's the best. No, that's the
Yeah.
best.
No, the peaky one. Peaky one.
Jesus Christ, that's gone too.
Is it gone?
I'm actually looking at it. Okay, I have one.
If you have anything like that outside that you don't want, I'd gladly take it.
What's the Griffins? What they
Desperate
do
for
in
collecting,
there.
right?
Jesus, Johnny Diddley.
Desperate for collecting. We'll come in and have something to supple. Yes.
It must be long. I've only 4.5 years more now. 4.5 years maybe gone. Maybe going to be driving around for the...
Hey! Ah, jeez, we're getting stiff and old.
That's young Pat Moriarty.
Yeah.
That's the by a home in Brosnan Town. Oh,
That's right.
good looking like that, so. Jeez, good looking like that.
So welcome into London.
Thanks.
Huh?
No, yes. It's a long time since I marched around in quarters.
Are you sure you're not still in it?
Huh?
You could be still in the books, you know.
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. I was for the Grenade. I won the championship amongst them, the Grenade one team. All right.
That's right.
Good man. In 1954.
Oh, yeah.
I won the Munster.
Yeah. But you weren't shooting teams?
Wasn't too bad.
You weren't shooting teams?
I aimed one Grenade out of 50.
Jesus.
That wasn't bad.
That was a good one, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I'm big. Of course, it will be a great opportunity to meet Johnny Griffin out here today.
Yeah.
And you know, here,
Jack Fitz and
Gary?
all the lads
Easy,
who
to
played
see
back in the
you.
old days.
Now I never tune. I brought the harmonica with me.
Yeah, good man.
Oh, good man. Good man.
We made a tune later on somewhere. If there's any
You
venue.
can be sure they will.
If there's any venue now.
There will be celebration of it.
There'll be some place home.
Then we get some back anywhere. Yeah.
Matt Did we see Matt?
No, I didn't.
He said he was coming.
Oh, Matt, he probably will.
You see?
He probably will. Matt, he probably later on.
I thought to contact you because they said you were interested in coming.
Yeah.
I thought it might be with you.
I'll be going.
And I didn't brave it. I forgot about it.
Oh,
Oh, I didn't.
no, we see the lads inside.
The other view then thought, you start to it.
Johnny takes the look.
That's it.
The other one is water, that's about
Willie Lang. And Willie Lang. All the way. We're friends with Johnny Griffin. Johnny is over in my company.
Oh, yeah, sure, we know where he is. We can guess where he is,
I'll go and fetch him.
Nice.
Right.
That's great, no? Okay, come on in and we'll wait to see you anyway.
Must I leave the kids now in? Very good.
I'll catch you next time. Very good. How can I have my phone? No blush.
Blush? I never blush. I don't. Do you? Yeah. But I'm not looking at the camera.
And my friend and I.
Can you remember your number?
I can. I think det var litt stål da.
You're still trying to
Go on. Willie, lovely. Thanks very much. Camera shy. Camera shy.
That's right. And Michael and Rice, one of the
Sergeant.
and John Joe Welch, Ballylough. Welcome anyway. Coming in, you have to... Right. You might sign over here. Welcome, Tom.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Tom Kirk, former commander, outgoing, and hello, Tim. Sergeant Tim O'Leary. Hang on a minute. All right. Okay, sorry.
You're certainly here.
That's okay, fine.
Be back.
Yes.
I served here for many a year.
It is.
I held it together. Thank you, John. Right. Let's see some more things.
No, Brendan, Will, nice to see you.
Thank you,
nice to see you.
Nice to be here after a number of years.
How many years?
I just swap.
7 up.
7 up.
7 up.
Thank you.
Seamus. Nice to see you. Seamus O'Connor. And Dave Delegan. All right, okay, that's fine. I understand. We're looking out. Oh, that's what I need. That's right.
How are you keeping, dear?
Gone away, joined playing.
Good man. Even the best side out, that's the main thing.
Did you get your drop of whiskey?
I didn't. They wanted to play. I couldn't help it. I don't know.
Whiskies and pop.
One little drop on it. Oh, Tom. And then we got to get out of
How are you? Well, there's no point in trying to any, as long as we keep it over the ground, we'll be alright.
It's true.
Stay over the ground. Never find this place, that's John and much. Make it baby no.
They were dealing the football from the wall to carry on Tom Costello. The Malala in there now.
The Johnny Flatty, I see that.
Johnny Flatty, yeah. Johnny was only by that time too. Where's
the man himself?
See, there were 2 different lots of people now, 3 different lots of people.
in Church Street, yeah. And he had a brother there all the time in the top he was there too.
Bill Carmody.
Bill Carmody. Yeah. And he was in the guard, he was in the fingerprint expert. And there's not 5 of them in the guard.
Johnny Flatty, Church Street.
Johnny Flatty. Jerry, Paddy Fitzgibbon and Jerry and
that's Paddy Fitzgibbon.
We're in there from Savvy, Donny Tooman Savvy and from Jerry. You know the fellow with the little shop behind, what do you call him, Jerry? That's not Bill Bridgman there by any chance, is it? It is,
It is Bill Bridgman.
And that's Sean F. O'Connell. He was here, that's him. He did know it on the show.
The old photographs are nice to look back at them. You know, I'm wondering where they're all gone now.
It is, yes.
Yeah. Oh, what occasion was that?
Yeah, that was in Tarbert. Confirmation. I had to go over and do the bloody guard on myself as an officer. I was the company commander that time. Bridgman there again.
Bridgman again.
And that was a famous women platoon in Youghal. Way out in front there.
See, come on. John is arriving just now.
Should be in Shelly Keys.
They're all the same, sure. You can't follow.
What happened to you? How are you doing, Dave? You're doing good? You can talk without it. That's your Larry, delighted to see you. How did you I was saying to John, thank you for the invitation. Well, thanks anyway. Here, you have a little drop of whiskey. You must have another start of the channel. If you have a drop of whiskey,
Call him back there again to get him to sign it.
Say hello to Liam Lynch. Martin Griffins. And there's a fellow here, a young lad called... There's a young lad here called Bill Blake.
I know, I have that right. How the hurling hand? How are you doing?
It's all the F company crowd. All the men and women. Welcome back. How are you?
You're keeping strong.
You're not so bad at all, you're
Good to show you around the place now.
That's right.
It's been years since he's been here.
Yeah, now about the time for the women.
Oh, I'm
How are you, Kate? The Lord's doctor's good to me.
Sorry, he's well looked after. Hello, how are you? Pleased to meet you. How are you? Private Brussels.
Oh, spokes. How are you,
Long time. Johnny, we're back together. How are you?
Johnny, we've been for years.
That's right. How are you?
Is he coming today?
He's 20 years old. Are you recruited?
Congratulations,
I want to go, like, but that's...
It's all right.
You have 1 month left to serve, and when your time is done,
you have to go.
You have to straight. Right, I don't know that song, you know, whatever.
Come on, Pet, and I show you.
Hi, Karen.
Kevin Donovan is coming.
No, that's the rule of aiming now. The rule of aiming.
Yes, this would be for
all the mapping and the whole lot.
Right.
We're showing right through the whole lot.
Right.
Which is great. It's all set out for us, the whole lot.
Right.
All going back through the years of all our training, the whole lot.
Lovely.
It's like he did, isn't it? Is that Christy Sullivan? Christy and
See the Bridgman? No. They're the younger fellas now. They're actually James Gearin Bellyduff. Condon, Greenlaw Store, Michael Costello, Queensfield Ballymunnan, Michael Sheehan Brosnan, Michael O'Connor Springmount Patrick Fitzgibbon Penny, James Wise, James Lyons. James unfortunately won't be with us today. Dave Nelligan is with us. Dave joined in. That's Dave.
1917, is it?
That's it. Louis Morocco. And Michael Quayle. Down along like that.
54, 1954. The year after you joined. Oh, yeah.
No, 55 we joined.
Oh, 55 we joined. Well, 1946, we're going to
there was a very big one that was in Kilworth in 1956.
In 1956
I have it at home, in fact.
You have it at home? Oh, lads, that's great. But what we do is display now people that were in the FCA years before we ever joined. Well, when you joined, maybe probably before your time. But we have a display here, like, which is great, like. But all of us are here together, which you probably would be in.
Right, sometimes
so we have coming in there, like.
Me? Oh, yeah.
John Kane. Inside the car.
Off, if we said we to the Palestine to at
the Hong Kong police.
And when you're in the problem, you see, we just kind of rough them around, he says. Slap in, just rough them around. We're going anywhere.
No, you don't. He's now, isn't he? Still.
Mate.
Oh, he is, yeah. He never changed.
I mean, actually, when I know it was a chum race on.
I saw Mick inside, the rest of them street. It was fantastic. It was still fine there. There was Mick Presley was there. No, Mick Presley, but Mick Scannell. Mick Scannell. Sean Teams from the Dominican Church, And Dev there. Coming to Michael Scannell there now with that was down his name, this one here. That's right, yeah. Larry Crow's there. That's right. Dr. Pat Hillary down there. That's Dr. Hillary, yeah. That was in July, to the fortnight training for that. That's right, yeah. We had done that in all fortnight, just training for that Guard of Honour. That's right, inside Ballymunnan Barracks, yeah. Ballymunnan Barracks. It was lovely. And that's the church. That's the parish church in Trina. That's the parish church there. That was Carol O'Fee. That's right, when he came down. That's right, yeah. That's right, yeah. So, they're all... To make you know, so looking back at them. I see forward that now of all the people around here. These were all the platoon competitions held during the years, like. Yeah. With the Listowel platoon FCA there now, 1959. That's 59. Tom should be in there, the brother. Tom Lyons. Yeah. He was, yeah. 1959. 59, yeah. Killarney FCA in 59 and the Killarney. Yeah. And Listowel and of course Carsabine, yeah. Tom Shots. A lot of them people are dead now. There was on that photograph there. The late Bill Bridgman from Tarbert. I want to say now as well. I want to say now of 62 as well. It was 62 one would be 62. It's 62 we had. That's an over. Did Chiefs yeah. That's it. The Rebel, the FCA, the old stock, the old stock on the bottom, yeah. That's right. There's Donny Shea there, Donny Shea, Tony Shea, and all the fellas from Tree, like.
And they came along after, and they won all Ireland's with Kerry.
That's right.
In football.
In football, and they also won in basketball.
They won in basketball. Won in basketball.
Oh gosh, that was fantastic times there, wasn't it?
And as well as that, there's 5 of those. They won 5 in a row with the Mitchells. With the Mitchells.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
There's history in the making there.
Yeah, it's a lot. That photograph speaks for a lot.
That's right, yeah. That's amazing all the same.
It's very well put together.
Going to the archives, you'll find it.
And as PP Barry Cup, 81.
That was the later years,
yeah.
1981, yeah. And of course, down to the first time the 15 battalion ever won the All-Army.
That's right, yeah.
Rifle competition with the old 303 rifle.
303, yeah.
That's right, Cameron Fitzgerald. He's colonel now, he's in OC of the director of training at the moment. Now, he is,
Buster Hobbit up in front there.
And it says Buster Hobbit there from Tree. And Johnny Griffin, here today. There's Johnny Griffin, he was one of the good shots there.
That's right.
From Tree. And of course, you have Johnny Breen.
Johnny Breen from Killarney.
Johnny from Killarney, he's retired now.
And from Killarney.
You have one for the Killarney, you have Tom. Tom Fitzgerald.
Tom Fitzgerald. Their names are there. There's a Michael Daly.
Paddy Arthur.
Sergeant O'Connor, yeah.
Right.
William Buster Hubbard. Dan Shea.
And the late
Paddy Arthur, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
And Lieutenant Tom Fitzgerald.
That's right, yeah. And that was a great show.
Yeah. And
Dan Shea only missed out that year.
Sergeant, he went to do an officer's course after, and he packed shortly after.
He did, yeah. Eddie O'Sullivan was his name. Eddie O'Connor. Eddie O'Connor from Tralee.
That's right.
He's gone. Oh my God, about the good old days, right?
They were a brilliant team.
Oh, they were, yeah.
They were a brilliant team.
They were, yeah.
We'll never see like that again.
They were, yeah. So it's another chapter in the...
Of the 15th.
15th, yeah. That company, 25th anniversary.
We'll never see like that.
No.
Captain all the college.
An empty clip, a clip of empties like with all blanks, and I have a ballastate, 3 or 3 ballastate, and I have 3 or 3 blanks.
And I was criticised for taking them.
I have a rubber bullet.
The plates off from 4 channel.
Oh yeah.
A short time after they took the barrels out of it.
Oh yeah.
You know where they are now, the ones above in the museum, above in Belfast. They placed under the buttons up, cleaning the buttons. No shine buttons now. But the plates up here from Fort Shannon, which is out between Ballylongford and Tarwood, and that came off the searchlights. And a short time after that, now those 2 guns were removed, and they're now above in the museum in Belfast. The gate.
There could be a hunting rifle as well.
A hunting, yeah, that's right. That's what it is. Yeah. More than likely it was a hunting rifle.
Blown up by the IRA in 1966. These are the plates in off the 6-inch guns down in Port Bearhaven, down in County Cork. Down St. John's, the Ordre Malta, which was given to volunteer Jeremiah Scanlon, Charles Street, back in 9th of August 1940.
Anything else there now? Much important.
That's David Lawler on the Bridge Road. He's living back in Killarney now, and that's myself.
Yeah, look at the bed there, look at the back of it, inside the building with the battery shout, that was not place to have it.
That's the old uniform now, wearing the gaiters again in the shop, the shop tunic.
The shop tunic, yeah. Right.
That was the winter camp 67.
The button up. The windbreaker.
How did the Guinness get in there?
That he shouldn't have.
There's no roof.
And that barrel fell out onto the ground. And it was unfortunate, I suppose, if the search was much better, the chances are the rest of the revolver would also have been found. It's more suggested that would have been hidden during the the troubles.
Oh, yes.
Sort of any steps of the house wouldn't be found to be hidden up under the thatch. And that's a badge there going back to the LSF 1939 to 46.
My God.
Going back a couple of years.
Indeed. I had one of them look. I was looking for it till here.
Maximum badge.
Badge, yeah, I had it. That was the first 66 or 67.
That was the, see the one there, John? The Store Battalion FCA, look. All the company Listowel and the company Tralee, long ago they were called battalions. And that's going back from 1946 to 48 when we had Listowel Battalion FCA. Underneath it there then is the original stripe issued to the army, which was formed in 1924. And that was in action up to 1949. And then the more obvious corporals and sergeant stripes came into being in 1949. And that's a one-star corporal. And it followed with a two-star. But now you have just the two stripes. They done away with the stars in 1963. Over here then is that was a death sentence on Jack O'Linehan from Charles Street.
Yes.
In 1921 he was charged with the murder of D.I. O'Sullivan in Church Street, Listowel, and some local woman said that he was the man with another fellow that was seen running from the scene of the crime. And luckily for Jacko at the time, the truce came in and he got a reprieve. And he lived on up to 1967 as a carpenter in Charles Street. The next one here then is a very old pass. It was given to Flight Sergeant Michael O'Shea from Ballybunnan Road. He served as a flight sergeant with the RAF during the war. And after the war, he was part of the Vienna garrison. And the pass he got at the time was done in English, French and Russian. That's Michael's pass that was given to him, pass 1503. Michael passed away unfortunately a couple of years back.
We don't have to go and play to put in there, you know. This is fine.
People have to whiskey
Fucking video on.
Cheating one bullet. Cut him in two.
Oh yeah.
We did, yeah. He 3 seconds. No.
That was Peter Gunn. Yeah. He was in the FCA with us and went on to join the regular army. That's Peter done his time in the Lebanon. He shot there and he's here again then in the canteen.
I don't think it is all.
Only Dalton.
Oh, only Dalton.
Look at Billy and Cameron, do you remember Billy?
Oh, yeah, I remember Billy.
That's me, look, yeah.
Before him in.
John Doe.
John Doe. He's around all the time, I meet him.
Oh yeah, he's still in town, yeah.
You see what I mean, have a look at him.
Billy and Cameron, yeah. That's, I remember John Carroll, John Carroll, Sean Sullivan.
Yeah.
Captain Sean O'Connor.
Yeah. You remember them, do you? Yeah.
That's Michael England, our top sheen. He's involved with the man with And Anthony Hafey from the bar. He went to England, he made good for himself, he had the Arms Hotel.
That's right, Anthony Hafey, yeah.
Anthony Hafey, yeah. The Arms Hotel. Yeah. I think I was anymore there now, 59.
It's, you remember John Hennon from Ballyglow there. From Ballyglow right there.
You remember that team now?
Yes, I do, of course.
Yeah. And that's the same man dropping in right from Ballangford. His good friend was killed by the RA a couple of weeks back. Michael Indra from Ballangford. A good friend of the man that was killed a few weeks ago by the RA in Limerick, little town in Limerick. Michael Indra, that's the man there. And I played here, going back, God, in the 50s. We played the basketball here in the Slough Hall. with the FCA, and we played for Kelly one year, myself and Dan McCormick of the War, but we were beaten by Cork. That's back in the 50s. Oh, it was mighty time then. But it's improved a lot since, of course.
Oh, it has.
Oh,
yeah. It is nice here today, isn't it?
Oh, lovely. Well, Johnny deserves everything.
It's lovely for you, John.
Another one.
Seamus Kelleher.
That's Jamie here now.
Johnny Flaherty. Anthony McAuliffe.
Of course, Johnny up there in the back.
Johnny Griffin, of course.
Johnny Flaherty, Charles Street. Bernard Murphy, Charles Street. Seamus O'Connor. Miley Hannon. This man, I'm not sure this man. And Frankie Barrett from
Charles, I remember him, yeah. A great, it's a lovely photograph, isn't it? A good photograph.
What year is that, lads?
About 58, I'd say.
No, earlier.
57.
57.
I was only about 57, I'd say.
Yeah. Could be.
No, be later. Be your time, 59, Jamie, I think.
Shouldn't.
59.
You shouldn't, no, man. No, we're in the world, no, I was gone then. About, I say about 58.
Mid-50s.
Mid-50s, I'd say.
I left in 57, so...
Yeah.
Before that, I'd say.
I was very young.
I was taken in Ballymullen Barracks in Tralee.
Yes.
Yeah. You remember?
No, Jamie went there in my time.
No.
Is that so, yeah?
So, I know...
He was before...
It's after 57.
After 57,
yeah.
I suppose it'd be 58, so would it?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you
be 58, yeah. Because I was gone year afterwards, and when we went to England to 59.
I went to...
That's back at the net. You Tom Cliff there, you get Tom. No Tom.
Yeah, I can get in, good.
You get the campaign. Push campaign.
We'll meet later on. We'll be glad later.
We'll have a couple of
Oui. Fine. Our sport.
Huh?
You know a lot of people here.
A lot of myself in my time under me.
I bet you won.
I won the first officers in the LDF in the stall.
Is that right? What year was that?
About 1940.
Talking about this in sports, Pat. I said, well, we can't then Ronnie driving me up. My driver was doing coming then Ronnie. So what's the... I started talking about these sports in for the LDF.
I say I'm fine down, so I'm a bit top heavy. It's cold stuff. Smashing in it.
What he was a cop for long.
We meet often. I got a photograph for the other night. Joe gave me, and I said, have it for off you. It's like,
Johnny Hoggle.
now, sir. It took me 7 times. I signed the Western Club, I signed actually 8 weeks, and if it was a more bottom, I get this. It's a great stuff. What is it? No. We're to go down to the back of the book now, lads, and we see something now in a minute. 15 battalion, with the 15 there.
That's 15 O'Cahal. They're from Jury and
from Talbot.
Yes.
And
3W Blair. Who was that?
Corporal Gray.
Who was that fella?
The same fella. The names of all the people that were in the 32nd and 33rd Regiment in the Congo. And Bill Blake is in it, right?
He's
there as well. He's there as well. They've no duty in the second hour. It's only one side thing. The other side has to be a reverse second.
On that side.
And Bill Blake is on the first side there by Congo in 1960.
Sorry, right? Yeah.
Sorry, nice.
Who might be the commander?
I had to wait for it at Camini Airport to show him how to get home.
Left
was last out in the jungle.
Left for Clardy.
We were up a sidewalk.
Yeah, but
go west.
I'm a hawk.
Well, half hour to go from board. And in right from the room to me, the one room where Camini Airport. He says to me, Billy said, get a Land Rover, he said, and walk and check out that fella Smith. There's no accounting.
Listen.
I said, what do you mean there's no accounting? So there's no accounting. He said, go up and check everything. The Pakistanis were after taking over something. No, the Pakistanis, right? You couldn't stoop at all.
Back on the wall.
You couldn't walk, and I might say stoop. He was fully pitched on.
He might have been brigadier seated. Do you know why? Your man was.
He should have brigadier seated. Colonel Sue.
Yeah, but your man was commander seated in.
Dunno?
No, he ended up chief of staff. While your man was overseas. Sean McCure.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Overseas. He was related. He was Collins Powell.
Collins Powell.
We have him up as well.
Tommy the dog.
Yes.
Tommy the dog.
Gabby Allen is there. Gabby Allen there. Look in the.
Huh? Born the bastard.
Born the fucking. Yeah. Isn't he many that they won the Vickers? We couldn't win it.
Leahy must be there.
Leahy's there. Go on, Leahy. Leahy's there.
That's Leahy, McLeahy. BQ on the 4th battalion after. Ned Shaw. Paddy Bott. Jim Foley. The Flicker Gorman.
Go on, Bill.
Timney. He was from Trinity. Yeah.
Timney, was it?
Gabby Hayes.
Gabby Hayes.
Yeah.
I know him, right?
Come on.
But I can't put his name. I know him as well.
Paddy Grace. Remember Grace?
Best bring shot that ever came out of Kerry. Here in a minute now.
The majority.
Boys very well met in your life. Around Minningham.
Poor Heidi.
Minningham.
Transport.
Yeah, he never answered.
He was. Here in Brad.
No. This was FCA shooting.
Cassidy.
We won we were in 1961.
Right, this will only take a few minutes, so please pay attention. First of all, I'd like to welcome both members and ex-members on this particular occasion. Now, the purpose of this is a get-together to commemorate both the 50th anniversary of the FCA and also a special occasion, and it's the retirement of CS Johnny Griffin. And just to mention that we have a special exhibition laid on here, and before you leave the hall, we'd like you to see especially a lot of the items here by Lieutenant Martin Griffin, the uniforms and all the shells here there. Next, CS Johnny Griffin the manuals that he's up there, a lot of them donated by Kevin Donovan, worth seeing them. Johnny's exhibition is in the centre, and again that's Martin's exhibition in the corner. These photographs here in the centre on this panel are photographs that I took around 1966, going back 30 years. It's worth watching them. And at the other side, there's the history of Fort Shannon, and there's some unique documents, secret documents, in regard to Fort Shannon. Fort Shannon was just west of Tarbert, Ardmore Pine, which was built in 1942-43. And there's unique photographs there also. And over here is our command structure and the LDF history. And and before we go any further, I think it is appropriate that we should all stand for a minute's silence in remembrance of our deceased members. In particular, just to mention a couple of names, former company commanders Christy O'Sullivan, Michael Whelan, Bill Carney, Jody Flaherty. Any other names now you want to mention, and we'll stand in for a minute's silence. I think it's appropriate that we should mention a little bit of history and historical facts. And first of all, the emergency was declared by the government on the 7th of June 1940. The LDF and the local security force was formed in 1941. And on the 6th of February 1946, the FCA was formed. And just to quote a little bit from the days of the LDF, or the local defence forces, one of the first leaders of the local defence force in the Listowel Battalion in 1943 was Jameen the Master, Seamus O'Connor of Meankill and Knocknagoshel. In his book, Tomorrow is Another Day, Memories of an Irish Rebel Schoolmaster, in Anvil Books, 1970, born 1910, died 1969, he gives an account of his involvement in the Black and Tan War, the Civil War, skirmishing occasionally with the establishment, laying at Kerrickle. This is also a humorous look at over a half century. Seamus O'Connor typified the quality and leadership that we experienced in all the instructors in that period. We learned and developed great loyalty from their traditions to the FCA. On the outbreak of the Second World War, the government declared a state of emergency on the 7th of June 1940, and following this, in January 1941, the local defence force was formed to train in 2-hour weekly parades and field days, 4 to 8 hours on Sundays. With effect from 1946, the old reserve was disestablished and the reservemen forced accustomed to our tour was established, complementary to the main army. Now, in talking about, actually inside there's some unique video film that John Lynch here put in video for us, and it goes back to 1943, and before they leave, it's worth watching, and there was mass mobilization in the square here in Listowel, and it shows the Knights of Malta, the LDF and the whole lot of local security forces mobilised below the square. So we'd like you to see that it's inside the miniature range. In regard to the Slough Hall here, during the emergency there was a regular army presence in Listowel and in Tarbert. In Listowel the army bought what was an egg packing store, that's in here, in Upper William Street. This was converted to a Slough Hall, which is one of the 5 out of 78 FCA centres countrywide. Black wooden huts were also built nearby for sleeping quarters. Kevin Donovan mentioned those today. West of Tarbert was built in 1942 a coastal defence battery of guns called Fort Shannon. Now, there's unique documents on that side of that board there in regard to Fort Shannon, which is what we're looking at. It can still be seen today. There was a large army corps also manning this unit. The first regular instructor appointed to the LDF was Bill Carney. At this time, the LDF training was not in the Slough Hall, but in Maloney's Garage Upper William Street, now Jerome Murphy's sales rooms. Their office and store was over Lane's Hartness Chemist Shop, the square. Sergeant Bill had to use his army bicycle and cycle to centres as far away as Tarbert, Knocknagoshel, Lixnar, Ballyduff, etc. The story goes that he cycled to Jardinihi Long's centre, Knocknagoshel, one winter night for training. But due to a heavy fall of snow, he was unable to return to the store for 3 days. During the emergency, Juddy Flatley tells how he used to cycle to centres all over North Kerry with no light on his bike and only a ground sheet over his shoulders. It was often 1 or 2 in the morning before he would get home. Sergeant Johnny Fitz, who's here today, Mr. Johnny Fitz below. Johnny. Johnny played with Kildare County football team in 1939. Was posted to the Stole in 1949 and Corporal Bridgman returned to the Stole after the closure of Fort Shannon and a short spell in Spike Island. They had the same problem cycling to centres and returning home early in the morning. Is that right, Johnny? They had the same problem cycling to the same and returning home early in the morning. The Bridger was missing from a meeting in Ballyduff one night. When asked for a reason, Bill said he got a puncture. Captain quickly replied, leave him time for the future to fix 3 punctures. That was Captain Quinlan. Another instance was they were missing from Ballyduff and my van meetings. The reason was that Sergeant Fitz was buying a car for £250, which broke down the first day in the square. Do you remember that? They managed to shove it into the Slough Hall and had arranged a local mechanic to fix it after work. The Bridge and Fitzy were returning to the hall after a few drinks over Mike the Pies. When Jack O'Linehan, when they were confronted by Captain Quinlan in his white VW car, he said, no instructor in Ballyduff or my van and a car in the hall. They were now for the match. Anyway, the boys stood their ground for a few days and said very little. Needless to say, in true loyalty to each other, over trivial matters, always forgiven. So we go on and we tell stories in about Juddy Flatley. I've copied that up there on the board if you want to read it. Now that's basically about the FCA. Just to mention some of the officers that were in 1946 here, with Commandant O'Sullivan of Ballylongford, Lieutenant Welsh John Ballylongford. Do you remember him, Dave? And James Gavin in Ballyduff. And Condon of Greenlaw and Listowel. Was he here for a while? He was. Costello, Michael Costello, Main Street, Ballybunnan. Is he still Michael? Michael Sheehan of Brosna, Michael Sheehan. Michael O'Connor of Springmount. Paddy Fitzgibbon, of course, of Lower William Street. James Wise, the Square. James Lyons, who's out in Ballintor, but unfortunately couldn't be with us here today due to a bereavement, and sent his apologies. We have the bold Dave Nelligan, whose army number was 010 66 0. Right? And we have Joseph Patrick Burns, Art Cullen Ballyduff. Remember him now? James, Joseph Patrick Burns of Art Cullen Ballyduff. Right. With Louis O'Murrocoe, who's down in Courthouse Road, still there. Jeremiah Lynch of Ballylongford was a second lieutenant. DJ Gallivan of Drumartin Ballyduff. Padel McQuill, he's from Dublin. He was here for some time. And Michael Whelan, God rest his soul, was the rest. So we leave the history because a lot of it is up on the board. And the next we come to 686547, CS Johnny Griffin. Enlisted the 13th of October 1953, promoted to Corporal the 31st of 1959, with Miley Hannon, Larry Kane and Eamon Cassan. And true to record, CS Griffin always checks the records, and Bobby and myself had to bring out the book to him this morning to show him, and he still disputes us. The 3 individual 83. Okay, anyway. Johnny was promoted as sergeant in the 6th to the 4th 61, CQMS on the 6th to 9th 73, and CS in the 11th to 12th 81. In the 303 rifle, he was winner of the Kerry Shoot 55-56, running up Kerry second individual on both occasions. 15th Battalion 1960 winning team, second individual. Fired All Army 60 and 61. 61 combined winners and winning All Army 84 team, 15th Battalion. And 303 individual 83, 84 and 85. Some of his great hobbies have... Some of her? You never told me about that. What was the top command? That's too complicated. His hobbies anyway were fly tying, natural outdoor work, the bog, which we hear a lot about, bird watching, and he says this year one of the greatest occasions in his life were 3 waxwings in the garden. And after that, his other greatest hobby is drinking porter. We'd like to thank, before they go, Marion, the staff of the shuttles. Come up a minute. We'd like to thank Jory, Mary, and Marion for an excellent meal and a great spread here. Okay? I'd like to thank Martin, TJ, and Johnny, and Bobby, who put tremendous effort into getting, and there's a couple Rushton, for the fine display that was put on here and getting the hall into order. All of my FCA colleagues, now, and also I'd like to thank at this occasion Councillor Tony O'Callaghan, John Lynch here, who has done the video here, and as I've already said, has presented us with the 1943 material. The Stoll Camera Club, who have provided us with the slide projector, which is inside there in the range. And I'd also like to thank sponsors of the Sherry reception and LNN, Superstore Garveys, and Gallivan's, who provided some Guinness for us. I think I've thanked everyone. That's about thanking everyone. And I would say, without any further ado, I think the pleasant occasion has arrived when I'd like to call on CS Griffin to come forward. I think Johnny is special to all of us. He's always been there, and we always knew where to get him anyway if he wasn't there. So he's absolutely reliable. What? Who's that?
Danny Shine.
Oh, Danny Shine.
My Griffins missed today.
It's a pity that Danny just couldn't be with us here today, and we would love to have them both here together.
No, where's the bus now?
But because of Johnny being so special, each member here today have subscribed towards this plaque that was specially commissioned for you, and I'm sure you will be delighted with it. I think I'll leave it in the box. The crest and the sunburst, the 15th Battalion flash, the Southern Command flash, the Service Medal, which Johnny was a proud recipient of, and it says CS John Griffin, F Company, 15th Battalion FCA, the 13th to the 10th, 1953 to to the 17 to 796. Johnny, good luck.
Thank you, Mike.
As I said, we're not finished. One of his other great hobbies has been fly tying, and we've got this Irish book, Trout and Salmon Flies of Ireland, by Peter O'Reilly. And all your colleagues that are here today to come to honour this occasion have signed it, Johnny, on your behalf. Okay? And last not but least, we were very lucky to have this little presentation because there was a brother of yours who had his eye on it.
As usual.
But this now is a special little gift from Jim Halpin, his gun store.
Lovely.
To you.
Lovely. Thank you, Jimmy.
Now, we're former company commanders and anyone else that might like to say a few words, and friends of Johnny. As I said, we're all welcome. We're delighted to turn out here today.
Beautiful.
So before Johnny responds, maybe anyone would like to say a word.
Your pockets. Officer Commanding F Company. Officers, NCOs, men, women, F Company, guests. Johnny Griffin, or CS Griffin, and I go back an awful long time. He had to come to Tralee for a wife for a start and but other than that, we nearly made him a pandy boy.
We'll try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. Let's try it.
Johnny Griffin is what the FCA is all about. He's a loyal member to this state and to this uniform. And no better man that I would like to honour than CS Griffin. I'll be very brief. I'm delighted to be here. I wouldn't have missed it. And Johnny.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
Not to worry. Dave, a great friend by for a long time. A long time. Over 40 years. Dave sport me. In my time there were no ladies. And I'm afraid there were no gentlemen either. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, and women with shawls, as you say now there. I'm delighted to be here today. And at my age, it's easy for me to get out, but I wouldn't miss Johnny's retirement for the world. He served with me the whole time. And I was there a long time before him, of course.
That's right.
And I swore him in, and as I did most of Martin. Johnny, I swore in great soldiers in this 15th battalion. Wonderful. We were also missing Michael Whalen. And Barney, down there, Barney, all them. Go back into my own place, Liam Lynch and Michael, and I dropped the Swiss Colin Fonty. And Tony. Larry Kane outside from Dr. Gossel, Pat Marachty is here today, an old soldier of mine from Broxna. We soldiers together in Tullamore and Youghal and so forth. It was a great life, and they were very loyal. And to no trouble, I might be strict, all right. There was a bit of a bark in me, but I got on well with him. If we were strict inside the door, we were pals.
Forgotten about.
And that's the way you have to, and that's the way you have to be today. And how I treat the girls today, I don't know. That's a hard question to ask. To have me anyway. But because I have the old time, and there's very few of my age around now. That I mind in this year. So, but I thank Johnny and the best of luck on the tour. Enjoy your time.
And I think we must pay a special bit of gratitude to Brendan Quill, who has made a great effort to be here. Brendan is after a share of illness, and we're delighted Brendan and his wife and his father-in-law to be here with us. Brendan did border duty, he was a couple, and he's in the photographs up there.
That's right, yeah.
So now, Larry Keane will come up and say a couple of words, and Bill Blake, you get ready after that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll put it very simple. Johnny Griffin was the best soldier I ever knew. Now, he was a terrific soldier. As a person, as a soldier, as a shot, Johnny had it all. And when I joined, there were two others that I associated with Johnny all the time. Neither of them is here today, Danny Shine and Mick Whalen. And Mick Whalen, they were great stuff. But we had competitions and we won most of them. We won quite a few of them anyway. And Johnny was our full back in everything we had. But I have one serious complaint about Johnny. You know, when you were out at night and things were going well and you came back the following morning, the head wasn't too good. Johnny never had a headache. And Johnny, the son of a gun, would insist on telling you stories in the morning. But I think we'll forgive him that. He was a great soldier.
Steady.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to delay you long, because I had no intention of going for Dalian or anything like that. Not at this stage. I've only a couple of months left in uniform. First and foremost, I'm privileged and honoured to be here. I've known Johnny with a long time. When I say a long time, I'm speaking of about 38 years or thereabouts.
How about
around that time anyway. And from the day I met him until the present day, we have been the best of friends, both in uniform and out of uniform. I mean, I'm glad to say that. And however long more we have, we'll continue that way. I haven't many more months to go myself until next February. But as I said before, there's no better man. If you ever had a problem when I was in the regular army and you went to Johnny, the problem was solved. And I wish him all the best in the future, whether he's fishing, shooting, or cutting tough.
Oh,
I think if you look at the slides inside, we see more often.
Well, congratulations, John, anyway. And the funny thing last night, when I went to bed, I always say a few prayers. But I says, what's on tomorrow? It was towards the sport and attitude, I was thinking. And, oh, geez, no, I says, in Johnny's due on tomorrow. So I was kind of recalled in my life in the FCA. And who was the gildiest, best dressed soldier over my years of practically 40 years? And without any hesitation or doubt, I had to name Johnny Griffin. Fair play to him. I also did the best, gildiest officer in the FCA. But whether you call it unfortunate or not, I had to pick an officer of a company. I think he lived out in the Blinderville area, or out that area. But my best NCO was Corporal, that time, Johnny Griffin of Listowel. So, congratulations, John.
One over from drops, my reference. A man, like any shine, a fella you could never row with.
That's fine.
Impossible. Any shine was 7 drops, we drank it, either day, early or late, and drops the fella, you couldn't have a rub it.
That's right.
Just, everything happens, just we suited each other.
We did.
Not right, drops.
Okay, thanks.
Right, there.
Paddy, right, lads. Come up here and say a few words. Paddy Flynn.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody here today for coming here, plus for being invited myself. I have a long association here with Johnny Griffin. I don't think there's much I can say that hasn't been over and over said by you today. And I'm sure that even when you retire very shortly, that you won't break off your association with the FCA. And in particular, with the association of those few people in Tralee who were always stuck close.
That's right, sir.
And the best of luck to Johnny retire.
Now, without disturbing anyone else, Pat Mariotti is here from Rossna. And have you memories of Johnny from your present position there? Don't move.
Don't move.
Will you go to that table?
A great friend by a long time. Fiddle, more organ, or sing a song. Pat Mariotti from Rossna. He came to camp for a bit of time. He came to camp now for a bit of cure.
That's right.
Bit of cure.
That's right.
All right, Pat. We'll sing an old song, come on.
The sing Dingle Bay thing. The sun is slowly creeping westwards. The fleet are leaving Dingle shore. Their brown sails glisten in the sunlight as I reach the fishing grounds of Skellig's Moor. All through the night, men toil into the daybreak, while at home their wives and sweethearts kneel and pray that God may guard them and protect them and bring them safely back to Dingle Bay. I see the green isle of Valentia, I mind the caves around Loch Hay, and again it's weeping in abundance that mark the sailing store that come their way. I can still see a ship on the horizon, she's sailing to a land far, far away. And aboard the exiles feeling lonely as I wave a fond farewell to Dingle Bay. Now years have passed since I came westwards, and the father time has turned me grey. As I think and muse upon my childhood, the happy days I spent near Dingle Bay. In memory too I see the hills of Brandon, the isle of Innismore seems far away. Sure I'm always longing for my homeland, and that little cot I left near Dingle Bay.
It's lovely. It's nice.
Sit together.
I know, we don't have a video. I had dressed up itself. Now you've seen us.
I'm going on.
Huh?
No. 20 feet now. By Griffin. A walk. No more. Come on, John. Wait, the shy man. The base soldier. Come on, Johnny. Stand up, so. They were out for Johnny Fitz.
Teach them once more, please. But I'm delighted to be here present today on this occasion for the retirement of Johnny Griffin and the presentation. I know him since 1950, and one thing about Johnny Griffin, which is this, that from the word go, when a uniform was put on him, he had the ingredients of a soldier. He was the president from the word go, and he admired his uniform. He was foremost in any competition that was taking place. Shooting teams, guard of honours, competition, platoon competitions, and all this. And he always turned out spick and span. He was an example. He was an example to the young soldiers joining up. I soldier myself with regulars. I soldier with regulars in the country and outside the country. And I'll say this, that Johnny Griffin, if he pursued, we'll say, the regular army and went into it, he was a real professional for the job and would have made a great success of it. And he was always foremost in everything. He was a shining example. I'm delighted to be here for the presentation today and to be associated with this presentation.
Liam Lynch, you've listened to your roots today, and I say, Lee, you have good memories of Johnny going back over the days. So, would you like to just relate any story about Johnny?
Can of course. I don't know.
My old friend by for a long time, right? My great friend by for a long time.
What about you do, John?
Say an old word, Liam. An old story you had long ago.
You're on camera, Liam. Liam?
No one wants no microphone. What the microphone, for God's sake?
Say your piece.
I don't know how I'll ever address this company here today, but I would say fellow comrades and people that will remember me in the FCA will know what I mean when I say comrades.
All right, then.
I have been associated with Johnny Griffin for many years, and I am absolutely delighted to be here in the Slough Hall today and to be proud to be associated with Johnny and the day that he's leaving the FCA. I think there are echoes of many men's voices here in this hall this afternoon that would love to say what I have to say. Johnny was a man, wherever you needed him, whether he was in uniform or outside uniform, in a pub, in a sports field, he showed leadership and he showed comradeship. And I will love to say, when I came into Listowel today, I have lost one of my faculties. But Johnny was the first man to walk over to the car and say, Liam, you were an old character.
That's right.
I loved it. I know that in concluding, whatever Johnny Griffin does, he does proudly. And he will do that for the rest of his life, whatever he is associated with. On behalf of my comrades in the Ballylongford section, of which I was fiercely proud of to be here, and that Dave Nelligan is here today, I wish Johnny Griffin and his family what they deserve in life, a great retirement. Congratulations.
Here today, so we'll ask Tony just to say a few words. Tony, he went to honours, and Tony will always relay memories of the FCA to you. So Tony and the Mockers crew.
What man he was.
Well, all I have to say about Johnny is, Johnny was our rangefinder with the Martha. We were just behind it, find whatever bonds we had. We done the best, we took the orders from him. So we won.
Right.
Thomas,
what's the size of it?
That's it. It's still inside, is it? Right. Let me have a look before I go home, right?
Right. The whole of the program, my great friend and a great man to sing a song.
He wasn't far out. I had to go to Mike the Pies to get him. Tell him to know Mike the Pies.
Thank you, Willie, from up today, mate.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I'd say about Johnny is, I know 34 years. 34 years.
Long time.
Long time. Which he never told the truth anyway, but having said that, Perry Tian and Tony Morarte, two great friends of his as well.
Gone.
And the one I missed today is Shine. Because Now, well, you back to shine.
Yeah.
But last the summer wines come to the end, and the next camp I'll be on my own. Because the 2 boys at the next one, they'll be with me, but on the one after that, I'll be on my jack. So if I go to drink, I'll have to come out to make the fight, see the 2 boys.
Will you?
A pity Denny Shine isn't here today, but Drops is here anyway, so he was the third musketeer. So, congratulations, Johnny.
By now everything is said, so congratulations, Johnny.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Just a few words, so to say. It was in the mid-60s that I joined up. And of course, I came here at that time. I told the late Bill McCartney that I was of age, which I was maybe 3 or 4 years underage at the time. Toddy Scanlon and myself, a few more of us. And Johnny was our sergeant at the time, himself and the late Bridger, and Johnny Fitz over there. 3 great men, and it was a pleasure to serve under the 3 of them. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Johnny.
Come on, Ashley. Come on. Ashley, let's go. Come on, Ashley. Come on, Ashley. Give a kiss now. Come on, Ashley.
Lovely. Takes pain.
Speak. How about your dad?
I think TJ wants to say something.
Just one thing about C.S. Griffin. We've heard his history on his rifle marksmanship and his mortar experience. In early this year, C.S. Griffin qualified to represent the 15th Battalion in the bat pistol shoot, and we came 3rd in the command, the first time I say ever 15th Battalion. Lieutenant Griffin, myself, and Captain Ted Scanlon from Cloughlin. We went in for the grub after, we were thrilled, it was like a win to us, coming 3rd. We went in, and C.S. Griffin got the highest score of our team on the day, with very little practice compared to the rest of us. We went in at, what was the name of the village for the...
Glanwood.
We went in, and the 2 best shots, Captain Scanlon and C.S. Griffin, got the menu, and that's the way we're doing it. They were after firing the pistol, and got great scores, but they couldn't read the menu on the day. So we're still looking for trophies for that one from the CO and release. So hoping they might get
Before the I can see far away, but I can't see close up.
Before we finish up, I think it is appropriate that his brother Martin, who's put great effort into excellence.
I'd like to say, I suppose it was only natural having 2 brothers in the FCA prior to me that 1966 that I decided to join, and I had a very hard act to follow with a brother like John. But he was a great inspiration to me, both he and drinking wise.
Fast smoking fags.
There was 2 other people here today that I think that really pushed me on to succeed in the FCA. One of them is here today, Sergeant Jack Fitz.
That's right,
and Commandant Dave Nelligan. And as I say, I had a hard act to follow. I followed it, and I won't apologise to my brother for going 2 or 3 ranks above him.
I refused commission 3 times. If I accepted, I wouldn't be here today. I would have retired about 3 years ago.
I say, down through the years, it has been very disappointing when fellas retire from the FCA. they keep saying to us, you know, that they'll make the effort to come back to different occasions or even call into the hall now and again. I would sincerely hope that over the next couple of years that John won't lose the contact, as indeed a lot of other people did, not to be waiting for occasions like 50th anniversaries, because I believe a lot of us won't be around for the next 50th anniversary. So, again, the same as everybody else here today, I'd like to wish John the very best, and it's not finished yet. There's a long evening and a long night ahead, we'll see it.
Just before, now that we've finished with the old flowers, I think the new generation that we want, that will carry on the traditions that Johnny and all of us have inspired. We'll just ask him a couple of more of the young flowers, and Sergeant Toomey is going to say a few words.
Johnny, just, I'm sure I speak on behalf of most of the younger crowd here. I'm in it a while now myself, but you're a great example to all of us, and we had a lot of good nights, telling stories, coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning, and keeping us all awake in the billet. But we'll say no more about that. The last of us some more wine. We lost a lot of sleep over him. But I'd just like to say that you've been an inspiration to all of us, and we're all going to miss you. Thank you. And
we leave the last word now to one of the ladies who have joined us in the last few years. Claire will say a few words.
Cracking the hot now. Johnny, great example to us.
Kiss.
Crack was mighty. And the best thing on the range, himself and Denny, you take my daughter, I'll take yours. He was behind us there the whole time. And we enjoyed you. And great example. Best of luck.
Thank you.
That's Claire Buckley.
See this my heels, my hat walking. This is the man that taught me the trick, like when you're walking around the square with nothing to do. You kind of point in that direction, carry the book under the arm, do you know what I mean? Myself and Danny are going around the place pointing like and going. With the Munster. Exactly. The fastest route to the Munster, that's what he taught me. Good luck to you, Johnny.
I know Johnny for the last 30 years now, I think 32 years I've been at this year in the November, and it was a pleasure knowing him all the time. We were good friends right from the old long time. I'll still continue. The best of luck to Johnny.
I'm going to see the most perfect, like it. Don't know, Johnny, don't know the thing. Oh, sorry, like I knew him. Griffin by. The short man, he was very long, very mentally, 1 2 pets.
Yeah.
That's my way. And the Griffins by that. And this is the machine that can buy his own thing. What?
I think that about completes the talk. We leave the floor now to Johnny to respond to all those compliments, which are well deserved.
It's a sad day for me in one way, but again, it's a happy day to see all the old friends below there. Look, I soldiers over all the years. I was talking to Tim Leary, the sergeant, now today, and he said to me, he was here in the morning. He said to me, like, everyone goes to the end of their time, and you have to retire. I'll miss it. It was one of my best things in life. Actually, it was the FCA. I enjoyed it. I have friends all over Munster. The shooting I enjoyed, the drill and all, but most of all, over the years, from Clonmel to Cork, Kerry and Limerick, was the friends I've made over the years. Most places I go into, some for the box up, I remember doing the FCA. That to me is a great thing. When I remember you, sometimes after 30 years even more like. But one thing I would say about the FCA is my friends, and today now, a lot of my old friends that were around Kilbert, when there's one big lump of bread and a knob of butter in the 50s, 54, 55, 56, 57, they're here today. And lads, thanks for all to them. And no, not again now. No. There a couple of years ago, when the women were coming to the FCA, myself and Denny Shine was saying, oh Jesus, no. They'd be telling stories when they go home about this. There was it. Some of the best soldiers I met, is it roughly 3 years now, are the women of the FCA. If you wanted a tent to be knocked down, after a hard night out and exercise with in drum that time, there was women doing it. There was young fellas falling asleep in the ditches, but they were tired. But some of the women I've met in the FCA, and the great shots, second best shot in the Southern Command, I saw in Kerry, the sheriff, Mark O'Connor. She beat fellas 6'2". She beat them all. That's what's the name made pretty. First and second best shots we had, and Johnny Fitz, they were women in Lishtole. Sorry. They beat the whole of Kerry, whole 15 battalions, and there were 200 Lishtole. Hard to believe, Johnny, not new day. Right? I'll say no more now, but anyway, I enjoyed it, but I was passing through it. I've got a month more now to go. So I go to the first camp, but I go to the second camp anyway, without pay, have another crack at it. No few old pints.
Okay, that's about it. Thanks a million everyone for attending. It's a great day, and Oli deserved. It's great to have the facility we have.
That's right, fine big hall.
And we wanted to do it within the hall. I think brings back a lot of memories to us. And before you go, we'd like you all, to have a good look at the video stuff inside there, 1943, and also the slides going back to 1966. Some very good ones over the years, and there's also a Cahardana in it. And do have a little look at the exhibition up here. I'm sure you'd all agree, it is the makings of a permanent museum here. So, Johnny, anyway, good luck.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks very much. If you all come up and have a look at the plaque, I think Tony Callaghan, who's a special friend of Johnny's, put some tremendous effort into the plaque. Councillor Tony O'Callaghan.
Gift like that to be able to create something like that. We have a long ways to go to get to that one. Hell of a long road. I have another 20. No, sorry, no. That one, that's 43.
I first step here. Don't get continuous on. Right, back. That's right. Okay. Okay, Pat. Up to the front. Right.
And you also, and yes, you can be the gentleman, but I'm not after the gentleman. I want to be what he said.
Keep going.
Having said that,
do you want to sing for them? Go on, give him a tune.
I will give him a little chat. We give him a sing song.
Stand there, look behind the table for 1 minute to get the photograph. Stand behind the table. Is mine and Carol? No. Sorry. Brendan, right, let's take it easy, take it fast. Go over here, Max, walk here to the side.